Yun, back with you again, making a mobilization video going over the ankle. So I made one last week going over the Voodoo wrap. I'll link that video up, put it in the comments. But excellent overall thing. Everybody should have a Voodoo band, I believe. But I'm still having problems with my ankle, so still not able to jump. But it's getting better. And this is something that I learned yesterday, and it really helped. So hopefully, if I keep doing it, it will make the pain completely go away. But what the issue is, so the talus, which is right here, the big bony part, that's where the pain is in between. So there's something jamming it and not allowing it to fully move in the proper way that it should. So one thing about that is I need to work on my dorsiflexion. So dorsiflexion is if you take your toes and you pull it up towards your shin here. And then plantar flexion is when you point your toes away. Okay, so kind of like a calf raise. Okay, so dorsiflexion, plantar flexion. Alright, so one of the things you can tell, or you can do a test to see how your dorsiflexion is. Basically, you can take your foot and pretend there's a wall here. And you want to take your foot about 4 inches away from the wall, and then you're going to drive your knee. Your knee should be able to touch the wall without your heel coming up. Okay? And if it does come up, then that's an issue. It means you've got sucky dorsiflexion. It means you've got poor range of motion with your ankle, with your foot. Okay? And it could be a number of things. It could be tight calves. It could be tight tibialis muscle in the front. Okay, that's where you get the shin splints. Okay, and if you take your foot and it's right up against the wall, and then you do that test and it still comes up, your heel comes up, then that's an indication you have really sucky things, and more than likely you're going to have pain really soon if you do not already have pain, and that's probably already changing your gait, changing the way you walk, changing the way you move. Okay, so mobility. Always perform at least 5 to 15 minutes of mobility on yourself, because we take care of our cars, we take care of our things, but however, we neglect the most important thing, which is our body and our health. So, first mobilization is basically, we've got a resistance band. Okay, so this is a average band, a green band. It's 1.5 inches. So you need a thick band to do this, because the small ones aren't going to work. It's not going to give you enough tension. Okay, so I put it right above that bony part of the ankle, and then I'm just going to walk out, bring the band out as far as I possibly can, and then I'm going to come down, and then I'm just going to work it here. I'm pushing my knee out to the side. I don't want it to come in, so this in is internal rotation. We don't want to be in there. We want externally rotated, so that's where we have the most power, most strength. And I'm keeping my arch down in the bottom of the foot. And then I'm going back and forth, and you're going to do this for 2 minutes. You're trying to get as much dorsiflexion in as you can without the heel coming up. Okay? So I'm just working here. And you want to feel it. The most important thing is time under tension. So if you're just doing this and it starts getting more painful around 30 seconds, and then you stop, you just completely wasted your time. Okay? The pain should start to dissipate a little bit. Minimum time is 2 minutes. Obviously, you can work a little bit longer, depending on how much time that you have and how fast you want to heal your body. Okay? So just working back and forth like that. Okay? Then, I'm not outside, I'm doing a video. Okay, we'll go outside in a little bit. Then, exercise 2, foam roller. Something everybody should do. You want to foam roll with Daddy? Okay? So you have a foam roller. Normally I don't use this, I just use a PVC pipe, or I've got a specialized one. You've probably seen it in some of my videos. But it's a lot more painful than this one. So this one's a little soft, but it's where, if you don't have a foam roller, it's where you should start. So basically, you're just going to take your calf, your ankle, you just start at the bottom, If you're more advanced, as you get, you weight your other leg on top, and then you put your legs up, and then you go back and forth. So you're rotating back and forth. Now, when you just start, you can't go back and forth like that, okay? But that's the easy part, but if you've never done it before, it might be a little painful. So you're just here, back and forth. If you find a point where it's a little hard, or a trigger point, where pain, it's a little more painful, stay there. Make sure you're breathing as deeply as you can. Once the area is relatively clear, that means you can move up an inch or two. And right here is where I'm really tight. Ow! Okay, so you might have to adjust how much tension you're putting on, especially with your head, for each area. So some areas are more tight, some areas are not as tight. Okay, and then you just keep doing that, going up the entire calf. And you want to do it on both sides. Okay, don't neglect one side because you don't want the pain coming in the other side eventually. Okay, then your third exercise, we're going back to the dorsiflexion. So you need a barbell or you'll need a heavy weight. Okay, use some pads if you have them. So I got boxing gloves here. Basically what I'm going to do, I'll get the boxing gloves in after. So I'm coming here, putting it on my legs. Okay, and then I can't get those under, but and then you'll stay here. Okay, so and then I'm just driving my knees forward without letting my heels come up. Okay, and I'm still trying to drive my knees out, keep myself in external rotation, and I'm trying to create that arch in my foot. Okay, but I'm basically just putting as much weight down through the dorsiflexion position as I can to change that position, improve the dorsiflexion. Okay, so you do this for 2 minutes. Okay, you can just, if you have like a kettlebell or a dumbbell or some kind of heavy weight, put it on the ankle or the knee, and then you can do the other side as well. That will obviously take longer, but if you don't have a barbell, you just got to use what you got, what you have available to you. Okay, so that was the third one. The fourth one, the final one, is a good stretch for the tibialis, which will inhibit your dorsiflexion if you let it get too tight. So basically you're here, toes are flat. Okay, so you're here, toes are flat. Okay, and then you can try, there's two different ways you can do it. You can just use your hands and then just try and pick your knees up as high as you can, and then just hold that as long as you can. Or you can do more of the yoga pose where you go back as far as you can. That's what you can't see. So you go back. So this will actually do two birds with one stone. So you're stretching out your quad as well. Okay? So you can go all the way back as far as you can. Head to the floor is the yoga pose. Okay, and you stay there. Okay, you could also try, once you're in the bottom position, you could try to lift the knees up. That will intensify the stretch. Intensify the stretch for the ankles and for the tibialis. Okay, 2 minutes there. Remember, most important thing is time under tension. So we want to change that tissue to change it back so we get healthy and we fix whatever the problem is. So that's it. I'll put a couple links down below. The bands, get your band from Dave Schmidt, the band man. He's the best. I'll put the links down below of these and everything that you need to know. Yeah, and if you have questions, if you have pain in certain areas, let me know. I will make a video for that. What's up, Josh? How you doing? Appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day. Fix your body. Take care of your body. Otherwise, have a great day. Stay strong. Stay positive. Be the improvement warrior. Say bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.